The city's subway system hummed with the rhythm of its own existence, a network of tunnels and tracks that crisscrossed beneath the urban landscape. Among the countless commuters, each lost in their own thoughts, was Alex, a young man with a penchant for observation and a knack for spotting the unusual in the ordinary. Today, however, the subway seemed to emanate an unusual air of tension. As Alex stepped onto the train, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The familiar faces of fellow passengers seemed to be concealing secrets, their hurried glances and hushed conversations creating an atmosphere of suspicion that was impossible to ignore. He found a seat and settled in, watching as the subway doors slid shut and the train began to move. His gaze shifted to the passengers around him, each one absorbed in their own world, yet undeniably connected by the shared space of the subway car. A woman with a heavy coat and a watchful expression. A man with a briefcase who seemed preoccupied. A teenager with headphones who avoided eye contact. Each individual's behavior contributed to the unsettling undercurrent that permeated the air. Alex's keen sense of observation kicked into high gear as he continued to survey his surroundings. He noticed the woman with the heavy coat seemed to be subtly monitoring the passengers, her gaze shifting from one person to another with an intensity that was hard to miss. The man with the briefcase appeared to be deliberately avoiding eye contact, his attention focused on something other than the world around him. As the subway made its stops, Alex's curiosity grew. He couldn't shake the feeling that the passengers were more than just ordinary commuters. It was as if each person had a role to play, a part in a narrative that was slowly unfolding before his eyes. The tension in the air was palpable, and Alex couldn't resist the urge to uncover the truth. He struck up a conversation with the teenager, the one with the headphones. His name was Jake, and he seemed surprisingly open to talking. As they chatted, Alex subtly probed for information, trying to piece together the puzzle of the subway's suspicious atmosphere. Jake mentioned that he had noticed the unusual behavior of the other passengers as well, and that it had left him feeling uneasy. As the subway continued on its route, Alex's interactions with the other passengers deepened. He learned that the woman with the heavy coat was a private investigator, hired to discreetly observe the other passengers for unknown reasons. The man with the briefcase revealed that he was a journalist, working on a story that seemed to intersect with the individuals on the subway. The more Alex learned, the more he realized that the subway car had become a microcosm of intrigue and suspicion. Each passenger had their own motives, their own secrets, and their own connections that wove a web of enigmatic relationships. The subway, once a mundane mode of transportation, had transformed into a stage for a suspenseful narrative. As the subway neared its final destination, Alex found himself faced with a choice. He could either embrace the role of an observer, content to unravel the narrative from a distance, or he could delve deeper into the secrets that lay beneath the surface. The atmosphere of suspicion had captured his imagination, and he couldn't resist the urge to uncover the truth. With determination, Alex confronted the private investigator, the journalist, and the other passengers, seeking to piece together the puzzle that had consumed him. The tension reached its peak as the subway car came to a stop, and the truth was finally unveiled. The passengers had all been connected by a series of events that had unfolded in the city, an intricate web of relationships, motivations, and secrets that had brought them together on this fateful journey. As the subway doors opened, the passengers disembarked, each one carrying the weight of the revelations that had unfolded during their time together. The ordinary subway car had become a vessel for a suspenseful narrative, a glimpse into the complexity of human interactions and the mysteries that could be hidden beneath the surface. Alex stood on the platform, watching as the passengers dispersed, their paths diverging once more. The subway continued its journey, a vessel for countless stories that intersected and diverged in the urban landscape. As he walked away, the memory of the suspicious subway ride lingered, a reminder that even the most ordinary of situations could be transformed into something sinister through the power of perception and narrative. A few days after the mysterious subway ride, Alex's curiosity continued to gnaw at him. He couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the narrative he had encountered, more layers to uncover beneath the surface. He knew he couldn't let the story fade away without seeking its conclusion. Driven by his determination, Alex started investigating the connections between the passengers he had encountered on that unusual subway ride. He scoured news articles, social media, and public records, piecing together a timeline of events that seemed to converge around a particular incident, a high-profile art heist that had taken place in the city several months prior. The stolen artwork, valued at millions of dollars, had disappeared without a trace, leaving both the authorities and the art world puzzled. As Alex delved deeper, he began to notice links between the passengers' professions and the details of the heist. The private investigator had been hired to track down the stolen artwork. The journalist had been following the story, and even the teenager, Jake, had a connection to the art world through his parents. The subway ride had been a rendezvous, a meeting of individuals with vested interests in solving the art heist. Each passenger had brought their unique skills and knowledge to the table, and the subway had become a covert gathering place where they could share information discreetly. As Alex continued to investigate, he realized that the suspicious atmosphere on the subway had been a result of the passengers' awareness of being watched. They had been cautious, each one trying to gather information from the others without revealing their true intentions. The tension he had felt was a reflection of their shared secrecy and the high-stakes nature of their mission. Determined to unravel the remaining mysteries, Alex reached out to the passengers he had met on the subway. He orchestrated a meeting where they could share their findings and collaborate in their quest to solve the art heist. The private investigator brought evidence she had collected. The journalist provided insight from his research, and even Jake revealed information he had uncovered about the stolen artwork's whereabouts. As the group pooled their resources and knowledge, the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. They identified potential suspects, uncovered hidden motives, and pieced together a narrative that connected the dots between the stolen artwork and the passengers' unique perspectives. The subway ride had served as a catalyst for their collaboration, a shared experience that had brought them together on a path to uncover the truth. With their combined efforts, the group managed to track down the stolen artwork to a hidden location. The recovery of the artwork was a triumph, and the passengers' collaboration had not only solved the art heist, but also forged unexpected bonds among individuals from different walks of life. The sinister atmosphere that had enveloped the subway ride had transformed into a shared sense of purpose and accomplishment. As the story unfolded, it became clear that the subway had played a crucial role in shaping the narrative. The tense atmosphere, the suspicion, and the convergence of unique perspectives had created an environment where secrets could be shared and alliances formed. The ordinary subway car had become a setting for a suspenseful tale of intrigue, collaboration, and ultimately, redemption. In the aftermath, the passengers went their separate ways, forever changed by their shared experience. The memory of the suspicious subway ride continued to linger in their minds, a reminder of the power of perception and the hidden complexities that can be found beneath the surface of even the most ordinary situations. Alex's determination to uncover the truth had not only solved the art heist, but had also highlighted the potential for connection and collaboration in the most unexpected of places. The sinister narrative that had initially drawn him in had transformed into a story of resilience, unity, and the enduring impact of shared experiences. And as the subway continued its journeys beneath the city, it carried with it the echoes of the stories that intersected within its confines, a testament to the interconnectedness of lives and the narratives that shape our world.